Hello, this is Mindy from the Weekend Gardener, and today I'm going to show you how to plant an amaryllis bulb. Now, some of you may have gone to the Home Improvement Center or a nursery and purchased some loose amaryllis bulbs, or you may have gotten a kit as a gift. But when you get them as a kit or you buy them loose leaf, they don't always come with any type of potting medium. So I'm going to show you how to use this all-purpose potting soil in a container of your own and to plant your amaryllis bulb. Now the first thing you need to do is you need to make sure you get a container that has drainage holes. Now just like any other project, you need to make sure that the container is clean and it has been sterilized, either using solar radiation or hot water. If you use hot water in a plastic pot, make sure it's not so hot that it melts the plastic. The next step that we're going to do is we're going to put drainage material. The drainage material can be the packing peanuts, it can be shards of clay pots, or it can be one of my favorites, the coffee filter. Now you can cut the coffee filter down to fit the size perfectly, but I simply just push it into the container and let the sides come up. There's not going to be any harm done with the sides coming up along the container. The next part of the process is you need to add approximately 2 inches of potting soil into this container. Now amaryllis bulbs are one of those unique bulbs that kind of go outside the norm. They do not like to have their entire surface under the soil. So when you plant your bulb, you want 2/3 of the bulb in the soil and 1/3 sticking out. If you plant it deeper than that, you're actually going to suffocate your bulb and it's not going to bloom, and you have running a good chance of losing it. Now most of the time when you get your amaryllis bulb, the greenery and the bud, this is actually a bud, it will turn into a flower, is a light green or sometimes it's white. Don't worry about it. The reason it is, it has not been exposed to sunlight, and once it gets exposed to sunlight and starts producing chlorophyll, it'll turn a beautiful green. So what we need to do now is we need to separate out the roots, spread them out a little bit. We need to put them into the container. Now keep in mind though, you want 1/3 of the bulb sticking out of the soil. But at the same time, you want to make sure that the roots are covered. Now once you have your bulb with 1/3 of the bulb sticking out of the soil, you're going to gently tap it on a table surface. Now, this is a great way of shaking out any air bubbles that might have been formed in the soil. Once you have that done, you need to put your pot on a saucer and then water it in thoroughly. Place it on a windowsill so that it can receive bright sunlight, and before you know it, your amaryllis will be blooming. So until we meet in the garden again, this has been Mindy from the Weekend Gardener.